It's all here. News, weather, traffic, and community events. Ryan and Lisa, mornings on CFAX 1070.
Well, my next guest is the founder of Sydney-based Far and Away Adventures. He actually hosts the Far and Away Adventures podcast as well, if you want to check that out. Normand Schafer is here. Sir, good to get you on the line again. How you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you.
The reason we wanted to get you back, we always love talking travel with you, but I was just reading some articles last week about, I believe it was Air Canada, or at least just airlines in general, starting to try to get the message out that we're still here, you can still fly with us. It's okay, despite all of this, the kind of fear-mongering about, fuel surcharges and maybe there's fuel shortages because of the war in the Middle East. Maybe flights are going to get canceled on you. Will there even be, jet fuel when you get to Europe? But it seemed like there was this sense of airlines trying to get people to still fly. And I was wondering if you're noticing, are people not flying? Are people, just deciding we're going to stay home this summer and not go anywhere? And what are things looking like right now?
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting because we are still seeing demand for travel and people are still going places. People are tending to wait a little bit more last minute or a little shorter notice. And I think that's what the airlines are noticing. And they depend on that cash flow to keep operations going. So, they're wanting to make sure people still make plans ahead of time so that they can still have those ticket sales coming through.
And is that why we're seeing this? And are we seeing this? I just read an article or two about this, but are you seeing maybe the airlines trying to find ways to incentivize people to get out there still?
Actually, right now, as we speak, we've got Porter Airlines, Air Canada, WestJet. They have a sale on until the end of the day today. It's been on for a few days where they're offering 25% off all tickets everywhere. There's a few blackout dates, but and you have to have a code to take advantage of that.
Is this too calm, rattled nerves? Because I was looking on the weekend, I kind of gave up. I was just thinking, am I actually going to be taking this trip if I book it?
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And, we are finding people are kind of bumping up the fare levels that they're paying. People are not as many are paying for the lowest tier, which is the non-refundable, non-changeable. So, I think part of it too is that people are taking the higher fared tickets, which when you get your 25% off, maybe it evens things out a little bit.
Well, the other thing that seems to be evening things out too is the add-ons that come with it. When you go to book your ticket, it gets frustrating because everything is a la carte.
It is, and we're actually seeing more and more people coming to travel agents because of that. It's getting so confusing because they're not offering even carry-on bags on their lowest fare tickets now. There's so many things. Like if you want to bring a carry-on, you pay extra. If you want a seat assignment, you pay extra. It's to some extent, I think the airlines are doing it to themselves.
Now, bottom line, though, just back to that main point, from your perspective, with people nervous, like Lisa said, about, if I buy this flight, is it even going to happen come next month? Will there be fuel for this plane in Europe, or will they cancel it, or will some other global uncertainty cause this to cancel? How confident are you right now, like as a travel agent, in things kind of sticking around this summer when it comes to flights?
Well, I've been doing this for about 30 years, and people always seem to get nervous when there's something going on. But at the end of the day, even if things don't happen, the airlines are always adjusting. I'm fairly confident that things will happen. People seem to find a way, but at the end of the day, if flights don't operate or if they're consolidated to less flights, the airlines either have to refund or reschedule.
Norman, I got to say, for me, the big cautionary tale is always in the back of my mind. I always think if something's going to go sideways, even if I do have insurance, am I going to be covered for it? Because there always seems to, in my mind, there's always seems to be these loopholes that that airlines have in place where they don't have to pay out.
Yeah, there are different loopholes. What we're finding actually is more people are actually paying for the cancel for any reason insurance. So people are upgrading the insurance so that literally they can cancel for any reason. And while they don't get 100% refund for those, they get an 80% refund. Just because there are people that are just nervous because of the political situation, they just want just that assurance that they can cancel if they want to and still be covered to some degree.
What about the case of Sunwing canceling to Cuba and places like that, where so many Canadians find their hotspots?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and in those cases, people are getting full refunds because the airline's not operating to those destinations. But Cuba is a really disappointing and sad situation, what's actually going on there. But the airlines had canceled flights up until the end of October. Now they're saying indefinitely they're just pausing all flights there, and so they're refunding people.
That's where you've got, of course, the U.S. blockade on fuel, and they're running out of gas. So I guess it makes sense that airlines are not heading down there. That's a sad situation. But flying down there from Canada is really not a thing you can do much right now. A bunch of texts, by the way. I've had a number of questions from listeners based on what you said about airline discounts. People just wondering, what did you say about 25% off? Where's that discount? That's what people are asking.
Oh yeah, they can always go to their travel agent who can help them out too. But they're offering a 25% off coupon, voucher code. So you have to find that code, put it in when you're making your booking, and so we've been able to help out a lot of our clients with taking advantage of those discounts.
Which airline was that?
Air Canada and WestJet and Porter Airlines, they've all kind of matched the same offer.
Okay, so they've all got that going on right now. Ask your travel agent.
Yeah, and typically we've seen those sales just are like 1 or 2 day sales. This was an interesting one because it was 4 or 5 days of with that promotion on.
Okay, there you go. Normand Schafer. He is out in Sydney at Far and Away Adventures. Love talking travel with him and just getting a reaction to a few of these stories about summer flights and what's the status right now amid fuel shortages and global tensions and all that. Much appreciated. Always great to talk to you there.
Great. Thank you.